I spoke this weekend to Dr. David Nabarro. He is the special envoy of the World Health Organization dealing with COVID-19, the points person in the WHO. And I asked him about what they thought of India's lockdown and the possibility of extension and how India was doing relative to other countries across the globe. This is what he had to say. Do you see from here on things getting better, or are we likely to see things getting worse, sir?
Well, as I say, I think things will get better provided we can continue to build defences at community level through good quality public health. And actually, yes, I think things are going to get better. Just to answer your question directly, even though people in my position hate making predictions, my reason for this is I just sense that all governments all over the world have got the message about the need to be rapid and robust in the face of this threat and not to treat it in any kind of half-hearted way. So yes, things will get better, but it'll be a rocky road to get there.
That's interesting and important to understand as well. How do you see India's lockdown having gone? We're now towards the end of the first phase of our lockdown. An extension seems inevitable in the way that you would have imagined things to go from where you're at the WHO. How does the WHO see India's lockdown, sir?
Well, we have been very supportive of the really strong action being taken by the people and the government of India. And although we don't have the luxury of detailed data, we do sense that you've been able to avert some very large outbreaks through this. We also are pleased to see that there's been stringent effort by all concerned, civil society, people's organisations, local government and national government, to protect those people whose livelihoods have been greatly disrupted by the lockdown, particularly to try to avoid a food crisis and to try to avoid increased poverty. So taken together, the work on health and the work to try to strengthen people's resilience, it's been really impressive from where I sit.
How would you like lockdown 2.0 to be different from the first avatar of the lockdown? The government in India now wanting to focus on livelihood as well as lives. That's the new focus. But there's also the fear that if you allow people to get back to normal, then the infection can spread really fast. What are your best, what's your best sense of how you can protect lives as well as ensure that livelihoods are not lost?
Thank you very much indeed. I would add an extra L. It's also about living, how we live, how we go about our lives. We're going to have to respect this virus for the foreseeable future until, by some miracle, it might be able to eradicate it. We've got to just be comfortable with this virus, and that means changing the way we live. Now, not everybody can practice their lives with physical distancing. Not everybody is going to be able to adapt to the new reality. So we have to build in the shifts in the patterns of life with also a real emphasis on livelihoods. That's going to require ingenuity, and lockdown 2.0, as you say, is going to be one where the major risk places are identified, the sections of economy that are most at risk and the parts of the country that are most at risk. And the release will have to be gradual, with those areas of high risk and those sectors that are high risk still needing added protection. It'll become much more granular, much more focused, and at the same time, I hope more data-driven.
The special envoy of the World Health Organization, they're telling India today that so far, India has done well. The challenge is to ensure it stays. Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.